G'day everyone, Gareth here from Organic Growing Melbourne. Thought I'd just give you a quick update. Changed a couple of things around. I've had a bit of a little tidy up. But I just want to show you, I'm just planting out some trees here. So these are some of my tropical and subtropicals here. If you'd seen some of my latest videos, this particular area, I was going to put the grapevines along here. But again, that plan's changed and I'm going to put some trees in here instead. I'm going to leave the grapevines to grow over the chicken coop. So I just wanted to show you, sorry about the wind and there's a bit of noise, there's some people cutting some trees down, a couple of houses over here. But what I wanted to show you was location, okay? It's very important that you plant your trees where it's going to benefit the trees, well, as best you can anyway. So in this particular area here, we're going to get pretty much all day sun, but we get the house here and it casts a shadow. So the later the day goes, the more the shadow creeps up this way. Okay, and then to eventually this tree here won't get any sun. So what I've done to benefit the plants, as much as I can, I put this tree here deliberately. Now this is the Brazilian cherry, and this is a shrub, so this won't get that high. Okay, so it will get more of that sun. But if I put a high plant here, and I put my smaller plant here, it's going to be in the shadow for a lot longer when it grows up. I hope this is making sense. And then we've got here, this is my Grammy Charmer, and this one grows to about 2 to 4 meters. So you could prune it to about, I'll probably prune it to about 2.5, 3 meters. Okay. And when the sun is casting this shadow, it's not directly behind the house. It actually travels over this way. Okay. And then I've got my dwarf red Chotut mulberry, and that's the largest out of all of them. Okay. So I've put that here. So when that's grown, it's going to get the sunlight when it peeks over this roof when it's bigger, and then down here that'll get a bit more, and then that'll get a bit more. Okay, so that's why I've planted them there, so to sort of use the sun to my advantage. Okay. Another thing I wanted to show you is these here are tropicals, right? And I just took them out of the pot. That being one pot there. This one here was in a smaller pot, but when I took it out, there was hardly any root growth at all. All the dirt that I put in the pot had just fallen away, and I was still left with that concentrated root ball from its original pot. Yet this is a dwarf red Chotut, and I just wanted to show you how vigorous this is. I've had this for 1 season, and already, as you can see, it needs to go in the ground. I mean, this will take off. Once this goes in the ground, those roots are able to spread out. It's gonna fly. All right, so I just wanted to just quickly show you what I've been doing and how I plant my trees to benefit. Same with even the avocado over here. As you can see, this is a little bacon here. All right, that is there to get as much sun as it can. And then obviously now it's only a small plant, and it's going to be in the morning. It's going to get the morning shade. But once this plant gets, as high as this bird feeder, it's going to be in full sun, because the sun in the summer comes all the way across the property like that, and then down behind those big trees there, and then it keeps on going down that way, and then it actually shines through the other side of the house here, so my veggies get all day sun as well. All right, so I'll get this potted, I'll get this planted in the ground, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, there we have it, watered in. I'll try and keep this particular one just slightly higher than the fence. This one will go a little bit higher than the fence. And then this one I'll let grow so it doesn't encroach on this tree, and I'll keep it away from the fence. So there it is, watered in. And I think now that's in the ground, that's going to take off. And look at it, it's only like 2 foot high. And just look at all this fruit. And once this fruit's ripened, I mean, look at this one, look at the size of this one. It's as long as my finger, almost. And once this is all, because we're going to get some more coming out of all these buds that haven't opened yet. When I harvest these, and when I harvest these, I'll give this a little prune again, encourage some more growth, and then I should get another round of mulberries coming out. And then if you're really lucky, you can do it a third time, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, that's essentially what I want to have, is to have 3 crops off this tree. All right, and these look amazing. Once these leaves come out, they just look really good and healthy when they come out. Look at it. Awesome, can't wait. Another thing is, you've probably noticed, is I've built up a garden bed for these. Okay, so I want these feeder roots to concentrate in this raised area here to prevent wet feet or root rot in the winter. Because if I was to go plant these 3 trees down this end of the garden here in the winter, all this is flooded. You'd see that in some of my previous videos, that this is all a bog, and you can see now it's all dried out now, and it's now really good. But yeah, you can see how high that is. Maybe 1.5 foot, maybe even a bit more up this end. But yeah, that's another way you can sort of combat those sort of elements when you're trying to grow tropical and subtropical trees in Melbourne, Australia, because our winters are cold and wet. All right. Thanks everyone. Take care. Bye bye.